Youth unemployment, currently standing at 70%, remains one of the biggest challenges facing the country. And although the young people possesses academic qualifications, employment is not forthcoming. Perhaps it is for this reason that nominated Member of Parliament Johnson Sakaja is proposing to compel the government and the private sector to offer internships and job opportunities to fresh graduates.
The government must be seen to do something about unemployment. Young people must be seen, or rather must see, that somebody else cares, that somebody else is asking them for their information, for their documents, for their data, and calling them. And many years ago, in the 70s and the 80s, we had such job centers being done in our country. Somebody was reminding me yesterday that in the Sol area, they would go there, they'd give the information. After a few weeks, they are called, they're told to go to Kenya Industrial Estates. There's this job for 6 months, go here. But we can't just wish away unemployment in our country and say that by God's grace, when the Kenya economy grows,
The National Youth Employment Authority Bill 2015 wants to create an authority in line with Articles 55 and 56 of the Constitution that will register youths seeking employment in a national database. Sakaja proposes to have fresh graduates and the youth who will register with the database to continuously update any changes on their biodata. Whenever there is a vacancy in any office, the details will be conveyed to the authority and priority will be given to the registered youths.
But as a country, we need both young people to get opportunities and also the older people. So if somebody is 40 years old, they should be able to access these services. If somebody is 50 years old, they should also be able to access this service.
You know how people hustle for internship and all that. Personally, I really worked to get my internship. So I know the pain that people go through to get an internship. That proposal, I think it should be passed into law because it would help so many people out there.
The National Youth Employment Authority Bill also proposes that the authority register all youths seeking employment and publish their details online, circulate timely job opportunities, ensure there is access to any information pertaining to job vacancies for the youth. It will also be the responsibility of the National Youth Employment Authority to liaise with the government and private institutions to facilitate absorption of the youth in the job market, a move that has been met with praise by university students.
Like everyone does, you'll just have to tarmac first before you get a job or something. But then I would really encourage the lawmakers to pass the proposal into an act so that it will help us when you're done with school. You'll just log in, you put your details, and it will be easy for them to give you a job.
That bill is obviously it's going to be very handy for us as internet now that we are almost finishing school. You know, there are people who don't know people, but they are very qualified, they are very hardworking, and they can be very productive.
Many students, like right now, they are looking for internships, jobs, and there's no opportunity because of the age limit. They in some advertisements, they see like this age limit of 35 years old, and you like me, I'm like 20 years old. I find it so difficult because when I go looking for internships, for jobs, I find it so hard because they are looking for 35 years old and 10 years experience.
The law also wants the government to encourage institutions to offer employment to the youth by proposing that the state comes up with incentives to reward any private institutions that employs the youth. The government will also have to affect Article 56 of the Constitution and fast-track youth employment to management levels through affirmative action. Marin Kanari reporting for the Bill Tracker.